Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on Palantir just 5 days ago, to be precise on November 14th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $171.71. And at this point, my main assumption was that we were retesting again this level of $170 and we have to break it. And if my assumption is correct, we have to see this type of ABC correction that potentially might have the most common price target at 1-to-1 extension at $143.20. But we also had several levels, several points of control, as you can see right here. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action of Palantir. I made my previous video at this point, and since I made it, the price of this asset went lower. It retested the first point of control that is located at $163.3, had the first bounce to the upside, and then it retested it for the second time, basically on the last trading section. And we have another leg to the upside that is quite interesting. And that is the evidence of the power of technical analysis. And guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, and if you want to receive a real call to action, and if you want to know my personal trades, you can accept my offer. It is a 100% risk-free money-back guarantee offer that will allow you to benefit out of my experience. And the only thing that you have to do is just to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account with limited time offer, Black Friday 50% discount. And guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my safe haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Here are just a few of my trade results from the first half of October. But don't wait, this offer is available for a limited time only. Once the spots are filled, enrollment will close. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video I will show you several news that might be a catalyst for this stock. I would say that I'm still very bullish on Palantir in the long-term perspective, but the short-term perspective is not so clear for me, and I will explain you my point of view. So, and let's begin with some fundamentals. First of all, I want to pay attention to the general sentiment related to Palantir stock, and to do so, just type in Google search bar Palantir stock and switch to new stock folder. You will see several recent news, that explains the previous actions of Palantir, and that explains some details about its potential future. But to be honest, none of this news might be a catalyst for the upcoming movements. That is why at this very point it is very difficult to rely on this update. On top of that, I want to show you this Google trends related to Palantir search term, and as you can see, the number of searches is quite consistent, I would say, and the majority of them come from United States and Canada. And as you can see, we have China with quite substantial search interest as well. And definitely, this type of analysis is not directly related to Palantir stock price, but it shows that Palantir is very popular not only in the United States but in Europe and China as well. So let me show you the real news that is important for Palantir. You know that just recently the main character of the Big Short movie, let's put it this way, shorted Palantir and Nvidia. And right after Michael Burry made his statement, and I covered it in my previous video, Palantir went lower from around $190. It basically dropped. It lost about 16% of its value. And here is the answer of Chamath Palihapitiya. I'm sorry that I probably mispronounced his surname. And he responded to this to all of the Palantir shorters. He said, the Palantir short is stupid. The Palantir short is stupid, and I think that those people will lose money. The thing that the people that are shorting this company don't understand is that all of these other businesses that you put up there is a viable competitor of some kind that you can switch to. Look at the one with the lowest multiple to sales. MongoDB, there is 90 versions of what MongoDB does. I'm not gonna say whether MongoDB is good or bad. It's actually a good company. It is an extremely well-run business, but it is not unique. It's just extremely well run. Snowflake is not unique, but it is well run. Palantir is both unique and well run, and there is no clear alternative, so there is no place to turn to. And so I think the reason why it has a premium valuation is because the duration and the durability of these cash flows are much longer than what you would typically see in any of these other companies. And if people took 1/1000th of a second to actually use their brain, they would come to that conclusion. So guys, I have to admit that, well, I partially agree. I agree in the majority of this statement, with the majority of this statement, but definitely I have to admit that the process of shorting is not so complicated and is not so difficult to perform, because if the company has any type of volatility on the market, it can be shorted. And well, the people who bet against this company in the short-term perspective can also benefit out of its movement, and it is totally okay. But in general, I have to admit that in the long-term perspective, yes. In my opinion, if you want to short Palantir in the long-term perspective, you will lose money, because at the end of the day, the growth of this company will continue, and probably the velocity of this growth will not be so high, but at the end of the day, they will continue to expand its presence on the market, on the global market, because you cannot, well, their contracts, as I mentioned multiple times, is very sticky, and you cannot replace the products of this company by any other products, at least at this very moment. That is why, guys, let's take a look at the forecast from analytic firms. We have quite a high average price target from 16 ratings. You can see that the average price target is set at $187.87, which is about 13.57% of upside potential. And you can see that we have a lot of recent updates that were made basically at the very beginning of November. But if you take a look right here on the so-called smart money investors list, you can see some kind of mixed filings in the most recent activity from the institutional investors. But guys, in general, you can see that the number of shares, and you can see this by this chart, it is the Palantir Technologies institutional ownership. We have the highest level ever, the highest level ever of institutional investors who want to hold Palantir stock in their investment portfolios. That is why the most recent price action and the most recent retracement is just a part of its, well, it is just a part of its nature from the technical standpoint, which will lead us to the next leg to the upside. And guys, let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. Guys, first of all, take a look right here. The pre-market session just started, as you can see right here, and Palantir is up by 4%. Definitely, it is the result of the general sentiment of the market, because just less than 12 hours ago, Nvidia published its earnings report, and they crushed in expectations. That is why the entire market is in green. So, and that is why, guys, we might anticipate this level at 163 as the let's say medium-term range of support that should hold in order to see the next movement to the upside. Take a look right here. If I take a look how much this asset lost from its all-time high level, it already lost about 26%. And technically speaking, 26% is a decent retracement, but I don't think that it is enough in terms of the length of this retracement. It took just less than a little bit more, let's say, let's put it this way, a little bit more than 2 weeks to make this retracement, and I prefer to see a longer consolidation phase. That is why the level of $163 might be retested one more time, and if it breaks, the next the most probable, again, point of control for the bottom of the CWF is right here at $143.20. But guys, if this level holds, we can retest in the upcoming weeks the top of the BUF at roughly $195.9 mark, and probably its all-time high. But definitely more certainty will be disclosed, I will be more certain within the next several weeks, because I want to see more confirmation of its movement in either direction, because it is hovering around the $170 to $190 mark, basically from the beginning of August for quite a long period of time. Wait a second, let's put it like this. For about 111 days. So that is why just be cautious, wait for confirmation of its upcoming trend, and if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.